Hello, people. So it's the middle of the night. It's like it's almost 4 in the morning, which is still sort of the middle of the night. Um, I've been awake since I actually don't know, probably like 1 or like 12:30, which is pretty fucked up. But I'll probably end up taking a nap again. I have to go to the eye doctor today, because not for anything serious, just for like a contact lens exam, so I can get contacts again. Got my little candle. Let's light some incense. I can see the moon from where I'm sitting right now. It looks like it's waning. Well, yeah, it is waning. Um, it's really pretty. Hey, sons. Okay, so you want to know about this person. Does this person want a new beginning with you? Let me see. So, sons, I'm thinking no. Um, I don't see that in the cards, which I think that's actually a very good thing because something tells me that you would find that he would actually be a very difficult person in the long run. Anyway, what's up, Diamond Heart? Like number one. Is Melvin faithful to me? Let me see. Is Melvin faithful to Diamond Heart? Is Melvin faithful? Is Melvin faithful? Diamond Heart, something tells me that probably not. I think Melvin is up to something. Yeah, something tells me that something wrong is going on here. Um, well, the cards are telling me that. But anyway, it's interesting. And something tells me that Melvin is sort of scheming or plotting something in his head. Anyway, you're welcome. Yeah, I'd be careful of Melvin. Keep an eye on him. Okay, so far I've given 2 readings and they've been kind of negative. So, come on, universe. Good news, good news. I'm kind of mad at my therapist. You know what my therapist said to me about tarot cards? Because she knows that I read tarot cards, and she was telling me that it's not a good idea for me to charge for it. Like, if I want to do it just for fun, that's fine. But she said that it's not right for me to charge, and I'm like, you fucking bitch. I was so mad about that. That was like my plan. If my disability goes away, I planned on getting a job at like a real place, like a location to do tarot card readings. Like that was going to be my job. And she kind of crushed that dream, although I don't have to listen to her. And maybe because she doesn't think that tarot cards are real, or she thinks that they're just dumb or don't work or it's just nothing. But I know they're not nothing. What's up, Sabrina? What is Raid's current feelings for me? All right. Well, Sabrina, something tells me that he does like you, or there is admiration here. Um, I feel like he's in the dark about something. So maybe, if you like him, you should probably tell him. But I also I mean, when I first saw these cards, I immediately got the vibe that he doesn't even know you that well, or she. I don't know if that's a guy's name or a girl's name, but I feel like there's so much unknown here. So that kind of told me that maybe you don't know him that well, or there's still a lot to learn about each other. But anyway, yeah, I think this person does like you. Okay, moving on. Oh shit. Pretty Gypsy. Hey, hun. Hi. I'm moving from Norway to Spain tomorrow. Can I get some cards for my journey? Ooh, that sounds so exciting. Congratulations. Okay, let's see what's going on. Well, this is interesting. Pretty Gypsy. I think that it's funny that these two, Pretty Gypsy, look at this. Look at these two cards that came up. The Hermit and the Chariot in reverse. That's funny because those cards can very much be about like going places. Then the Four of Swords upright. I mean, the reading looks good, so I think everything's going to go smoothly. I think you've planned this out very well, and everything is going to go according to your plan. I do think in terms of cars or the way you're going to get to the airport or whatever. Maybe a little trouble there. I mean, I don't think it's going to be how do I say that? Like, I do think, Pretty Gypsy, that there are going to be a little bumps here and there, but you're going to get there and everything's, in the grand scheme of things, everything is going to go fine. Okay, moving on. Well, Dishi, I feel like you're not in a relationship now, right? Because I'm in the cards, I'm not really seeing much happening. I think that, first of all, if you want to find love, you're going to have to work a little harder because something tells me you don't really put much effort into finding love. But also, don't be so choosy because I feel like your standards are a little. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think everybody deserves the world, but I don't want you to miss out on someone really good because they didn't tick one of your boxes. You know, sometimes when you find a partner, it's like they don't have to tick every single box. Um, but anyway, um, you know, but yeah, I think if you want to find love, you're gonna have to work a little harder. What's up, Angeles? Yeah, I've been doing spells. I'm trying to make my disability go away. That's what I'm focusing on now. I'm putting a lot of energy into that. That's what I've been doing. And it seems to be doing something. Let me just put it that way. Although I don't know if it's really, I don't know. Never mind. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Um, will Fabiola want to reconcile or will she stay gone? Let me see. Raymond. You want to know about Fabiola? That's an interesting name. It reminds me of, what's that? Oh, no, I'm thinking of Fiona. Princess Fiona from that movie Shrek. Love that movie. Okay. Okay, so you want to know if she's going to want to reconcile. No, God no. Raymond, you got to let her go. Totally forget about her because um, from what I see that you two are completely wrong for each other, and things must have gone terribly wrong before. I don't know what happened between the two of you, but this looks like really not good. So I'm assuming something went quite wrong. But I think you got to let her go and forget about it. Because I don't think she's going to want to reconcile. Because that was your question to me. Hey, Reggie. Oh, geez, I'm not going to say the first part of your name. Um, Reggie, can you please tell me when will I get a job? Okay. So when is Reggie going to get a job? When is Reggie going to get a job? Well, I think it's going to be very soon. I'm seeing probably in about a month from now. I'm thinking the time frame is about 4 weeks. And I would say use that time to get ready, to get yourself ready for it. Because something tells me that right now in this moment, I don't know what the situation is with you, but there's like a preparation that needs to happen before you actually get a job. Like you have to do, there's something you have to do. But I definitely see you getting a job probably in about a month, 4 weeks. And it's going to be a big deal. I see money and I see celebration. I see that it's going to be kind of a big deal. So, anyway, all right, moving on. And also, I feel drawn to tell you that help is out there. So, if you ever need help, you have people in your life and resources. Anyway, I definitely see lots of money in the future. Okay. And you're welcome, by the way. Anyway, but what's up, Nod? Hello, welcome. How you doing? How is everybody? Are we all doing good? I'm all right. I'm kind of excited about today. I have an appointment um, to get more contact lenses, and I've been really wanting to do that for a long time. So I'm excited that the day has finally come. Um, I have one contact left, not even both, not even a pair of them. I just have one that I wear in my right eye, and so I'm at work all day with like half vision. You know what I mean? I'm excited to get more contacts for my big, beautiful eyes. Um, should I go grab some of my crystals? Or no? I feel like I need something. Like I really, you know what I want? I want a cocktail, but I really cannot be drinking before this appointment. I can't show up to this appointment like half drunk. Can you imagine me just drunk at the eye doctor? That's hysterical. Yeah, you can ask a question if you want. Go ahead. My deck is nice and shuffled, ready to go. Not really. I mean, I kind of cough a lot anyway. I'm just like one of those people. I mean, I feel fine, just to let you know. Um, I know I'm like always coughing, but yeah, I feel totally fine. Um, Hang on. So drop your question if you want. I'm gonna go grab some of my crystals. I'll be right back. Will I land a work from home job soon? That's awesome. I hope you do. Those are like the best jobs. Okay, so Chelsea. Chelsea, Chelsea, Chelsea. Chelsea. Will I land a work from home job soon? Definitely. Um, I do see some pretty big change coming. I mean, it's not huge, but it's kind of a big deal. I think that this is going to be a change for you. Something tells me that you probably have never worked from home before. Um, but I do see money coming. I see a new job, and I think you will. I think you're going to be successful, and I think you will find a work from home job. Um, I do think you have to put in a little bit more effort, though. Even though you might think you're already putting in a lot of effort, I would go even harder. And anyway, moving on. I don't know anything about astrology. Truly, I know nothing. Um, I don't really have to know about astrology to read tarot cards, I don't think. Oh, hang on. She yesterday told me that I am her intimate friend. What does she mean? Let me see. Yesterday she told me that I'm her intimate friend. What does she mean? What does she mean by that? Okay. This might be a little bit of a challenge for me. Well, first of all, Nod, I don't think she's like romantically interested in you, if that's what you're asking me. Um, I think she really does like you, and I see a lot of really good energy here. Um, I don't think it's a romantic thing because no cups came up, um, and nothing. I didn't get any of the romance cards, but I have three cards here, and they're all very positive. So um, anyway, I just think she really likes you as a friend. What's up, Abracadabra? Welcome back. Yeah, you can ask a question if you want. Okay, those are shuffled. Let's have a cigarette. Have you heard that new Lady Gaga song, Abracadabra? I don't know if I've brought this up to you before, but I probably have. But I'll say it again. I'm not a fan of Lady Gaga's new album. I'm just not. I think her first four albums were genius. Every single song was amazing. But her fifth album and then on, I mean, there was maybe a good one here and there, but I didn't like a lot of it. I think she's kind of lost her touch. I am wondering, how can I get my crush to like me more? I know you can't force people to like you, but how can I improve? Um, well, I think you have to spend more time with this person because I actually think that this person does like you, and I see a lot of love here. I have the four of look. I mean, look at this reading. Lots of romantic energy, and but there's definitely a lot of potential here. And by the way, I mean, this takes balls to do, but you could always ask this person out, and I think they would say yes. Um, but if you, because I think they would say yes. So, because I think that there's already a lot of feelings here. I do think that if you want it to be the other way around, then I would say invite this person to go do fun things with, like to get drinks or something like that. Actually, spend more time with this person. But I think that there's already feelings here. I think this person already does have feelings for you too. So anyway, ask him out or ask her out. I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I have to cut my nails today. I'm gonna do that before I go to the eye doctor. And I have to cut my toenails too. Maybe I should go get a mani-pedi. I haven't done that in forever. Usually I cut my own nails, but it might be nice to have someone do it for me. Although that's a waste of money. I can just fucking do it myself. What's up, G. Busen? How you doing? Jabusen? Jabuson? How's everybody doing? I have no clue how to say your name, so I just decided to say it 3 different ways. And the third way was very French. I don't know. I speak French, so that's why. I'm not like super fluent in French, but I can say a lot of shit. Sort of. You're welcome. Do you see Jesus Rivas leaving Matia's circle/life? Okay, let me see about this. Let me see. Well, I think so, Jibusin. And something tells me that Jesus is going through a really hard time. I think Jesus is dealing with some demons, and I think that's probably the main reason why he's going to leave. Um, I think Jesus is actually a good person, but I just think he's plagued by demons. And anyway, to answer your question, yeah, I think so. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't. I'm just saying what I see in the cards. I don't actually know any of the details about what's going on here, but I do feel like the whole situation. There's a lot of uncertainty too. Like, you don't know what to expect. Anything could happen in this situation. But anyway. Yeah. Because the devil card came up, and different readers read differently, but I have sort of declared to the deck that if the devil card comes up upright, then that means it's talking about someone who's a good person but is just drowning in darkness. And if it's the devil card in reverse, that means it's somebody who is truly evil. um, so there's a difference to me between those two things. But I think Jesus's life will improve. um, I think his life will get better. And yeah, because right now I'm assuming he's kind of going through a rocky patch, but I think it's going to improve. What's up, Sunflower? How you doing? Jay's next actions. Thank you for liking the video. I know I have to clean a little bit too. There's a lot of dirt on my floor. I think what must have happened is when I was walking through the mud, a bunch of it got stuck to my shoes, and then I dragged it in here. Okay. So, Sunflower, I think I see a new beginning. I see all good energy. Um, is this a friend of yours? I'm not quite sure I see romance here, but I do see very good energy, and I see adventure, I see possibilities. And anyway, um, I think that you'll find that well, I mean, I actually, but the wands, there is the possibility of romance, but because you say he's your ex, I think that you'll find that he's going to stay in your life, and at least you're going to still be friends, because I think that there's a lot of good energy here, and it's always good to at least have a connection with somebody than to have no connection at all. So if I'm right, the way this reading skews, which is completely positive, um, there's good energy that's going to come from him in the future. Um, at the very least, a good friendship. But so I, even though maybe it doesn't seem like that now. I think that you'll find that that ends up being the case. Anyway. You're welcome. You like my new shirt? It's a cutoff. Short shorts. Sexy. I like it. I also have one of these shirts, same exact thing, but it's like light colored and it's like tie-dye. Ooh, and I have one that's coming, which by the way, I didn't realize this, but this shirt isn't even going to show up for like another month and a half or something, but it's a crop top. It's a cropped shirt and it's black but in white lettering, in big white lettering. It's the number 23. Got it on Amazon. I like the number 23. It's an angel number. My friend told me about that when she was still alive. But, can I get a channeled message from Kamal, Scorpio, to me, Pisces? We haven't talked in a while. It just stopped. Wonder what he would say if he could. Okay. Ave, let me see about this. Okay. Well, Ave, I think it's time to just let this person go. And because well, actually, I think, Ave, I think things will come from this in the future, or things will come from Kamal. But don't ever expect him to be like super talkative. Don't ever expect him to be a super big part of your life. I think that he's sort of somebody that's gonna be in the ether, but not really a major player in your life. So anyway, I think that you probably will get communication from him in the future, but I don't think that this is anything that's ever going to be that big of a deal. And I mean, just look at the signs. You haven't spoken in a while, and anyway, moving on. No, I think he still thinks about you, I'm sure. But I mean, I'm kind of relating this to my own life in the sense that like there are people in my life, even family members that I really never speak to very much. But when I do see them, we're like nice to each other and we have fun and stuff. But those people I doubt are ever going to be like major forces in my life. My boss at work is a much bigger part of my life than, for instance, my niece. Um, you know what I mean? That kind of a thing. Because I see my boss 3 times a week, and I think about her a lot, and I don't know. You're welcome. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm so crazy. I need a drink. I need a drink badly. Ay, ay, ay. I cannot be drinking right now. My God. My appointment at the eye doctor is at like 12:30. I think it's actually 12:20, which is such a weird time. But how far away is that? Like 8 hours away, pretty much. I suppose I could have one drink. I mean, I think one drink is fine as long as I'm not like hammered at the eye doctor. That it should be fine. But like, you know, say for instance, I'm someone who goes to Applebee's with a friend for lunch, has a couple beers, and then goes to the eye doctor after lunch. I'm just saying. I can talk myself into anything. I have to quit drinking. I should quit drinking. It doesn't make me feel very good. I just fucking love drinking. I love, love to drink. I wish I never started doing it because you can't miss something that you know nothing about. Like, that's the problem. If I never started doing it, then I wouldn't know that I like it and I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? But now that I'm like hooked on it, I don't think I'll ever be able to stop doing it. I mean, I have been successful before. Like, I've gone like a year without drinking, and then one time I went 10 months without drinking, and then um, like a month here, a month there. It's weird. Hang on, I'm going to be right back. You know what? Fuck it. Life's a party. I'm going to go make a drink. I'll be right back. Hello, people. Hi, Felicity. Hi, Lala. I'm doing good. I just made myself a cocktail, so it's officially now a party. We're having a party on this live stream. We got the witchcraft, we got the tarot cards, we got liquor. Life's good. In a beautiful place, surrounded by beautiful things. Life is good. Okay. Did Tarsus cheat with the Scorpio or someone? Let me see. I mean, with a name like Tarsus. Tarsus sounds like a demon on Charmed. Oh, do you have the vanquishing potion for Tarsus? You know what I mean? Let me see. No. Lala, I don't think this person cheated, and I don't think that this person is the type that would. Um, or at least not now. Maybe he did in the past with some relationship, but I don't think now today he's the kind of person that would do that. So anyway. But anyway, to answer your question, this reading looks lovely and very positive, and so that would kind of indicate to me that nothing foul or bad went on. Okay, moving on. May I ask if it's over between Musa and I? Let me see. Oh, I really want to show you guys this charm that I have. I got the most beautiful charm from my local witchy store. I went to my local witchy store a couple days ago, and I bought just a few little things for myself. Me and my sister got a massage at a place next door, and I was like, well, since I'm in the area, let me pop over to my local shop and see what they got. And I just kind of impulsively bought a few things. I knew I was going to buy at least like a bundle of sage or something, which I actually ended up getting a bundle of cedar, which I don't know what it smells like. I haven't burned it yet, but I don't even know what that's really for. I'll look it up. I have plenty of books. I can look it up. Okay, anyway, this question is for Felicity, or this reading, I should say, is for Felicity. Well, Felicity, I don't think so. I think that there's still potential here. I still think that there's still love between the two of you. And I think the main thing is people really need to speak up, because I feel like the both of you are like keeping too many things to yourself. I think it's time to start opening your mouth and talking. But I definitely still think that there's potential. And I think that you will be with this person for longer. Um, anyway, the reading looks pretty good, but there are words of wisdom in here, which is that you need to start speaking up more and focusing on the positive things. Okay. And these are the cards I got. You're welcome. Hey, Emma. Marco, I hope you are good. Just wondering if I'll travel to see my Cancerian soon. Let me see. Well, yes, I think you will, and probably very soon. And I think that there's you have a lot going on, Emma, in your life right now. You have a lot to be grateful for because I feel like you have so many things at your disposal and so many wonderful possibilities that you can sort of reach out and manifest at any moment. I see a lot of good in your life. But I think anyway, to answer your question, I think you will see this person soon, and it's going to be sooner than later. Um, and when you do see this person, I just want to say something's going to be revealed to you that you did not know before, um, or something is going to come into the light. Um, anyway, you're welcome. Okay, time for my first sip. Party time. That's always my reaction to my first sip of the day. But whenever it's like my first sip of a cocktail, especially mine, because I kind of make them strong, but it's always, it's like the first sip I always find to be disgusting, but then it just is wonderful after that. It's weird. My orchid is flowering, you guys. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm so petrified that I'm going to break off that bloom. Like I'm going to bump into it or fall into it and break it off. But we'll see. Oh, I remember I made a painting of orchids. I think I threw that away though. I remember not really liking it. Um, Although looking back, it probably wasn't terrible. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'll show you. I have two orchids, and both of them I got about 2.5 years ago, and they haven't been blooming since I first bought them. Because obviously, when you buy orchids at the supermarket, they're always in bloom when you first buy them. And you see that? It's got the stem, and the blooms are, I think, within the next week or so, I'll have like actual flowers on this. I'm so excited. And the leaves are producing some kind of sap, which I am going to use for a spell. I don't know what for, maybe beauty? do like a beauty spell. I would like to be more attractive. Maybe I'll like write. I came up with a symbol for beauty a long time ago, which other people probably use the same symbol. It's just like a little image of a mirror. Actually, maybe I can't. I don't have anything to draw it with, but it's not like it's just kind of a basic symbol, but it looks like a handheld mirror. Um, Maybe I'll draw that on a piece of paper and then wipe that sap on it and like say a few words and then burn it. Hope something happens. Um, I mean, when God gives you, no, that I was about to say when God gives you lemons, make lemonade, but that's not really the right expression for this. I'm just saying, when God gives you some sap, you do something with it. You know, it's probably there for a reason. I'm probably meant to use that for a spell. You know, I love having all these plants in my apartment. I have so many friggin' plants. And it's just so exciting because you never really know what they're going to do. And you know what's also very exciting? When you buy a plant that you don't really know what it is. Like, you know what frustrates me? You go to the supermarket and they have, that little floral section and they have plants and there's like a label on it that just says foliage. It doesn't tell you what kind of plant it actually is. It just says foliage. So really you have no clue how to take care of it. Although I will say, a lot of the stuff you read online about houseplants, I find is just total bullshit. Like, I really think that a lot of that stuff is bullshit. Um, I don't know. I just find that it turns out to not be true. Like, for example, my sister had a peace lily plant that was dying, and she gave it to me to so I could bring it back to life because she thinks I'm like she sees me as someone who's like good with plants. So, which sure, I guess I can be sometimes, but although anyway, I have her peace lily plant, and I didn't really know where to put it in my apartment. So I Googled what to do with it. Like should I put it in a highlight place or a low light place? And everything I read on Google said to keep it out of direct sunlight because it'll burn the blooms, which I'm not even sure why I Googled it because I didn't even listen to that advice anyway. But I just had this feeling that that was the wrong information. And you know what I did? I put it in front of my south-facing window. It gets plenty of direct light, and now it looks pretty good. I cut off all the dead stuff, and now it's growing very nicely. And I actually got it to bloom again because it wasn't blooming when I got it, but then it started blooming again. So I'm just saying, a lot of that stuff you read online turns out to not even be true. But I think it's important to listen to your gut because I read that on Google, and I'm like, it just didn't feel right to me. Like I felt like the plant needed a lot of direct light, and I listened to my instincts, and my instincts were right over the moronic Google doctor I was trying to be. Um, Although I've seen a lot of miracles with my plants. I have so many plants in this apartment that should be dead, um, but somehow they just kept living. So actually, oh shit, hang on. Speaking of, I'll be right back. I have to water this plant. Sorry, I glanced over and my lemon cypress tree, I could see that the soil was bone dry and I touched it and it was bone dry. I just wanted to make sure that got a lot of water because I really don't want that to die. It's getting so big. Look, I want to show you, which I've seen miracles happen with that plant. See that? It's that little pine tree looking thing. It's it's so much bigger than when I first got it, and its little tree trunk is getting nice and thick. I really don't want. I'm like extra anal about taking care of that one, and my rosemary plant. I'm like, it's funny how I have all these plants, but there are certain ones that I just am so on top of. Um, I used to have plants die on me all the time, but not really so much anymore. I did have one die recently, and I don't know why, because it was getting all the right conditions. But sometimes that happens. Maybe the spirit of that plant just decided that it wanted to move on to something else, and so it dies and it leaves me. Um, like everybody else leaves me. I'm just kidding. No, but maybe the plant wanted to move on. I don't know. I certainly have plants that seem to love the shit out of me because even though in the past, I've taken awful care of them, they somehow just looked fine and just did fine. Um, so I've had both experiences. What's up, Shruti? How you doing? Butterfly Shruti. You can have a cigarette. I'm doing good. Can't complain. I'm having a lovely morning. Shruti, should I go in a relationship with Rohan? Does he really love me? Is he really in love? Okay, let me see. No. Shruti, I don't know what it is. I feel like whenever you always ask me about love, that's typically your question to me. Sometimes you ask something different, but 9 times out of 10, your questions are about your love life. And I feel like whenever I've given you a love reading, well, when you're asking me about a certain guy, I feel like I always say that it's the wrong guy for you. I feel like there's a trend here, Shruti. You're picking the wrong guys. Um, you know what you should do? Have somebody set you up with somebody. Maybe that'll help. Because I feel like you're gravitating towards the wrong people. This is clearly a trend. Because literally every time I give you, I swear to God, I know I'm right about this. Every time you ask me about a guy and if it's the right guy for you, the reading always ends up looking like this. Like, what is that? Unless maybe, I don't know. I'm starting to think that something is going on here because every single time you ask me if a guy is right for you, the reading always skews very negative. So, huh. I don't know. I mean, these are the cards I got. Especially this card. That's a clear sign that this probably isn't the right guy for you. But I mean, maybe have like a, you know, look to your friend group and find the friend that is like really like you're just a really good friend of yours who's very positive and very good, and ask her to maybe set you up with somebody. Because I think you are just not picking the right people. Anyway, I mean, something's going on here for sure. So, Leah, I think the answer is yes. I think Steve definitely does still love you. Um, and just think about it. I mean, Steve has done so much for you, right? What I'm seeing in the cards is that Steve has given you a lot of things. He has sacrificed a lot of his own time for you. I think Steve has done a lot for you. I mean, just look at the signs, and I think he's probably still willing to do these things. But I definitely think he still loves you, and this is a definite yes. So I think Steve does still love you. Okay. Manuela, hello. Can I do a question about health? I have I have back pain, and I'm going to a chiropractor, but I would like to know if my health will improve the next following months. Okay, let me see. So, Manuela, I think things will definitely improve. And I just want to say, um, magic is real. There truly is such thing as God, which I'm sure you believe on some level because you wouldn't be getting a tarot card reading if you didn't believe in the supernatural. But the existence of the supernatural is an absolute fact. It's not like, well, it might be true. It's not like a conversation to have. It actually is factual. So of course things are going to improve. These all of these health problems, it was just a lesson that you had to learn. It was nothing more. It's really just nothing. Things are absolutely going to improve. It's just a matter of time. And based on these cards, it looks like it's going to happen very soon, probably within the month. Um, whether in about a month from now, you're going to feel very different, and you just went through a phase. Anyway, and these are the cards. Looks very good. Okay. You're welcome, Leah. What does Vishal think of me? No contact. All right. Well, cupcakes. You know, you say you're in no contact, but I feel like this person actually thinks about you a lot. I think that there's still a lot of good energy here, a lot of potential, um, and you know, I would try to reach out to him or her. I don't know if Vishal is a guy's name or a girl's name, but I would reach out to that person because I think that a lot of good could come out of this. Okay. Anyway, these are the cards. The last few readings in a row have skewed pretty positive. Um, anyway, I can't, Anita, I can't. I can't answer any more questions about Daizone. You're making me crazy. I feel like I'm scared for him. I I am scared for Daizone. You come in every day and ask me about this man. It is insane. You're insane. You are insane. Get a life. You're obsessed with this person. My God. Like I can't. I can't. Remove. Remove. Oh, just when you're feeling good. Just to let you know, that person comes into this chat every single day and asks me about the same man. What does this man think about me? What does this man think about her? What is this man thinking about the same man? Like, oh my God, it's fucked up. Anyway. To drink. Anyway. I mean, Anita is going to bury this man somewhere. I'm scared for Daizone. I think Anita has a shovel in her trunk and rope, and she's going to do something fucked up. Anyway. You know, I've talked about this person before, but if you guys ever want a reading, um, there's another tarot card reader named Susan Grayson here on YouTube. She also does private readings, which I really want to start doing that. I have to figure out what I'm going to charge for that, and then I'll start to advertise that I do that. But maybe with an email address, my business email, which I never check. But her name's Susan Grayson. She's on YouTube, and she gave me a reading um, like a month and a half ago or something, and it was really chilling. Like it was spot on. She tapped into something that I was really dealing with at the time, and kind of still deal with, but she gave me a lovely message. So she's great. I don't know her. She doesn't know me, but I'm just saying I like her channel. Okay, divine message for me. Let me see. Cutie pie, cutie pie, cutie pie, cutie pie, Cutie pie. Cutie pie, I think something I want to tap into is, I feel like you're somebody that doesn't respond well to change. And, you know, I mean, life is always going to throw unexpected things at you. And that's a really good thing. Um, I mean, if you could predict every moment of the future, then life would not be interesting. I mean, just think about that. If you could do something like that, it would be very detrimental to you. It's a good thing that unexpected things happen. It's a good thing. Stop thinking about it so much. Um, you're just on a journey. And by the way, the thing with money, I see plenty of money in the future for you. So if that's been a worry of yours, don't think about that so much. But change is good, and unexpected things are good. Um, Even if they don't seem good at the time, I'm sure something good will come out of it, or else it would have never happened. So anyway, moving on. Hey, what's up? How would my and Sergi's relationship go if we are ever in one? Go if we are ever. Oh, if we are ever in one. Okay. um. So, and Mal, all I'm gonna say is that I don't think it would go well. I don't think it would go well. So, I guess that's all I really have to say. Um, and I think you would find that you would end up being ignored a lot. Nobody wants to be ignored. So, and it would just be a drain. Okay. Brenda, hello. Um, Between Eric Vallis and I, what's expected to happen? Okay, Brenda. Between you and this person, what is expected to happen? Between you and this person, what is expected to happen? Well, um, Brenda, I think that there's something you want out of this, and you're not going to get it today. You're still going to have to wait longer for whatever this is. And I mean, I do see a lot happening today, but there's definitely one thing in particular, which is probably the reason for the whole thing. You're going to have to wait longer. But I do see kind of things happening very quickly, and I do see a lot happening. But that one thing in particular, you're going to have to wait longer to get that out of Eric. Okay, moving on. Hi, is the fake ID I saw on Insta of my ex, is he stalking me? If yes, with what intentions? Okay, Kai. god, get a new engine. Do you hear that? 5:30 in the morning and some asshole is fucking... Anyway. So, Kai, this doesn't look too good. So I think you're probably right about your ex, or somebody at least. Um, but I mean, I can't really say. I do think that the truth will be revealed to you. But I think you're right about that. I think you probably are being stalked by somebody, and you're probably right. It probably is this person you have in mind. Um, but all will be revealed to you, um, and then you'll have the answers that you want. Is all I can really say about it. I mean, about his intentions, I can't really. I mean, that's like very specific. I mean, if I could do something like that, that'd be pretty impressive. But I do think his intentions are probably to expose something. So, probably something about you. He wants to expose something about you. Anyway, moving on. And these are the cards I got: two knights and the Seven of Cups. Okay, Hecate, what's up? Does my friend Divya feel jealous of me? If yes, then why? Well, Hecate, I think your friend just wishes that she could be more outgoing like you are. Um, you know, I think that she just wishes that she could be a free spirit like you. Because something tells me that she's a more reserved person, and she doesn't really put herself out there very much. And maybe there is some jealousy about that. Like she wishes she could be more like you in that regard. Anyway. Hey Tanu, is Pama and Tanu meant to be? Is it like a marriage material thing or something? Okay, Tanu. Well, um, Tanu, this is a definite sign. With the Four of Wands in reverse, I feel like this is not marriage material, but it's something to keep around. Um, I mean, the vibe I'm getting from this is that you're meant to be friends with this person. This person is meant to be a really, really good friend of yours. Um, and, but I don't think that this is marriage we're talking about. This is just, I think this is meant to be a very, very good friendship anyway, because I think a lot of good could come out of it. A shoulder to cry on, a curious ear, you know? Hey, Michelle, can I get a general reading? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, a general for Michelle. A general for Michelle. Well, Michelle, I think that this is the time to heal. I think you have a lot of healing to do, and something tells me that it's very mental. It's like mentally, you have to heal from your past, and and I think you really probably already try to do things to help yourself, but I think you're going about things the wrong way. I think you need to tap into your own heart, your desire. What do you want to be true about your life? What do you want out of life? Don't listen to what people tell you. You know, um, do what you believe in, and and I think you'll start to heal a lot faster, and you'll really get better from this mental trauma that you have. Anyway, what's up, Mahi? Good morning. Is Aluwalia going to confuse his feelings for me and ask me out? Okay. So Mahi, I think he probably will ask you out, although something tells me you should not say yes to that. I think I think that I, you know, I think he's or I think he's a very troubled person. and you don't have the time and energy to try to make him better. And you know, leave that to a professional is all I'm gonna say. But moving on. So Raymond, I only do one free question per live stream. So but I'll probably go live again tomorrow morning. So you can always come back and get another reading. And if not tomorrow morning, then absolutely Sunday morning, if I'm feeling okay. Oh shit. Hey Tanya, I'm doing good. I'm having a good morning. How are you doing? Having fun, I hope. That's what life is all about. Life is about making every moment fun. I really believe that with all my heart. What or who is coming in my love life? Um, I mean, honestly, Tanya, I don't see much happening in love for a while. Um, I mean, I encourage you to prove me wrong. Um, and also, I think you should probably, if there's somebody that you like, you should ask them out. Um, if you're going to wait for someone to ask you out, you're going to be waiting for a long time. That's what this reading is telling me. If that's what you're waiting for, if you're waiting for someone to make the offer to you, it's going to be a long time until you find somebody. But if I think you could change this reading if you start, if you ask other people out anyway. Um, but I have a feeling it's going to be a long time until you find anybody. So to answer your question, in the near future, I don't really see much happening with your love life. What's up, Chumba? Chumba. Oh, that's fun to say. Chumba. Chumba. Thank you for subscribing. Chumba. Chumba, chumba, chumba. The sun's coming up. I see the first hints of dawn. I'm excited. I hope it's sunny today. Yeah, if you want to ask a question, go ahead. Everybody gets a free one. You know, my dad's coming over on Easter for dinner, and I'm going to cook something for us, but I don't know what to cook. I don't know. Yes. Chumba, I think you will move in the next few months. Um, although I'm getting a hint that when you do move, do not move anywhere that is near a spiritual place. You know, like, and I don't know why. This is just a hint from the universe for you. Do not move anywhere near a church or a cemetery or any place that is spiritual. I mean, I suppose when you think about it, everywhere is spiritual, but you know what I mean, like places like that. And who knows? Who knows why I'm meant to say that to you? But don't move anywhere near those places. Okay. I mean, maybe a few blocks away, but not like super close. Okay. I don't know what lamb tastes like. I haven't had lamb in literally like 20 years. I have no clue what it tastes like. So I'm probably not going to make that just because I want to make something that I know that I'll enjoy. Um, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll just make a turkey, like a big 7-pound turkey breast. I might do that. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry, I had to pee. Nature was calling. Yeah, I think I might do a turkey. But see, I don't know. Like a holiday meal, with turkey and stuffing and the potatoes and like a vegetable. I think that would be good, but there's like a part of me that wants to make just some other kind of dish, like maybe chicken parm or I don't know. I'm torn. Like, I want to maybe make something different. Although it would be a lot of fun to cook up a whole spread, like a whole like holiday meal. That might be a lot of fun to do. Maybe I will do that. That'll give me lots of things to do in the kitchen as opposed to just making one dish. I could make like a whole thing. Maybe I will do that. Chumba, of course you can come. Come on over. Lord knows I'll have plenty of food. Oh, you know what? They sell stuffing on Amazon. Um, I buy my groceries on Amazon a lot, and you can buy stuffing mix on Amazon. It's like the Amazon brand, and it is so good. That's like my favorite part about like Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner is the stuffing with the gravy on it. Oh, so amazing. The stuffing with the gravy. I could eat a disgusting amount of that and feel fine. I could literally like cook up two whole boxes of stuffing mix and then make like the McCormick gravy, and I could eat literally two boxes of stuffing. Probably three. I'm not kidding. I could literally probably sit there and eat three boxes of stuffing with an ass load of gravy and just be in heaven. That shit is good. I don't bother making my own stuffing from scratch. I don't do that. I don't. I mean, I could. I know. I sort of know how, but I don't have the stuff to do it. Like that Bell seasoning. You know that seasoning that comes in the little cardboard box, and there's like a picture of a turkey on it. I think. I think it's called Bell seasoning. It's like a powder that you put in when you're making stuffing from scratch, or at least that's what my mother uses, and that's how she taught me how to make stuffing. Is but that's that seasoned stuff, which I don't have, and I I wouldn't even know where to find that in the supermarket. I'm assuming probably where the, like all the herbs and spices are, but although I could probably just figure out what goes into that. I bet it's just a combination of different herbs, and then I could grind them up in my grinder and make them into a powder and then use that. Because I think the thing with stuffing is, which I tried to make stuffing from scratch once a few months ago, and I kind of fucked up because if you're just using broth to make the stuffing, it's not going to be that flavorful because that's just kind of weak. You have to have like herbs in a powder form to also add not only with the broth, but you have to add the powdered herbs. Did I just say herbs? You have to add the powdered herbs also to the stuffing so it actually has good flavor. Yeah, that's where I went wrong before. Anyway, I made herbs. I mean, what is with me in herbs right now? I made stuffing a few months ago from scratch, and all I did was add broth to it, and it wasn't very flavorful because I didn't do what I just said. Anyway, You're welcome, Chumba. Thank you so much for subscribing and thank you for stopping by. I had fun answering your question. So, yeah. Um, I'm going to light some more incense. Let's light one of these. Oh, I don't have them here. Oh, should I go get one? I'll just light this one. I love this brand so much. So good. This is like the best incense brand. It's Wildberry. And no, they do not pay me to talk about them. I have like no followers. Why would anyone pay me to talk about a brand? I'm just saying, I'm someone who really likes that brand. Oh shit. Oopsie. I just dropped my gavel. When people come in here and are crazy, I like to, you're crazy. You're being crazy right now. I love my gavel. It's like my prop for this live stream. Like that woman Anita who came in a few minutes ago. And listen, maybe I did the wrong thing by blocking her, but I just, like, as a human, you come in here every single day and ask me about the same person. And it's always the same thing. What is Dizone, which sounds like a fake name, by the way. Who the fuck's name is Dizone? That sounds like a chemical gas. But like uh, like you're torturing me. You're torturing me. You're asking me this about the same person every day, and I'm sorry, but I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it. I mean, there are so many things you could ask about. Like, um, you could ask a tarot card reader like anything. You know, is this a good idea? Is this a good idea? Um, I'm a painter. I could ask, um, I could ask, you know, I could go to a tarot card reader and say, listen, I've been having trouble being inspired. What should I paint? What's the next painting I should make? And a tarot card reader could truly answer that question. Um, it's kind of the reader, it has to be a little bit imaginative, but they will actually go off the cards and give you something you should paint. And it's probably going to be one of the best paintings you've ever made. But I'm just like, you could ask me anything. And why do you feel the need to ask about the same guy every day? How does he feel about me? How does he feel about her? What is he thinking about me? Should we be like the same guy? Like you're driving me up a wall. I had to block her. Like, I'm sorry, I can't. That I mean, that's ridiculous. But that's insane. Like if I go to a tarot card reader, which by the way, the whole point of tarot cards is to just have fun. You know, you go to a tarot card reader and they say things to you and it's spooky, like, ooh, how could they have possibly known that about me? You know, because I think something I always try to do in a reading is I try to say something that's specific and like that I couldn't have possibly known without some kind of help from God. Because someone comes into my live stream, I don't know a single thing about them. I don't know what they look like. I don't know where they're from. I don't know their history. But you know, obviously, you answer their question with a concrete answer. But like, you also try to say something at some point. You try to say something that is specific about their life that you could not have possibly known otherwise without, because that's the whole point. It's about the spookiness of it. Like, ooh, like how could they have known that? You get all the feels and the vibes and like you know the magic. I mean, I think what and also one of the whole points of tarot cards is to make people believe in God, because this is a like truly the supernatural. That's like one of the whole points of it. So you always try to say something specific. Like someone will come in and be like, "How does Ashley feel about me? How does Ashley feel about me?" Literally with that question, I know nothing. What is your connection with Ashley? Is this a friend of yours, or is this a romantic interest? Is this someone that you're currently dating? Um, I have no information. So I'll answer the question. I'll pull some cards, and typically what I do is I see, is this skewing good or bad? So if it's skewing good, I'll say, oh, well, Ashley likes you. She feels very good about you. And I'll try to say certain things based on whatever cards come up. I'll try to say something specific. But also, it's like, you know, I will look at the cards and actually say, based on these cards, I'm assuming this is not a romantic thing, right? Because this doesn't look romantic to me. This looks like a friend of yours. And then they'll be like, "Oh, yes, that's crazy. How'd you know that?" Like, because they could be asking me about an ex-lover or a current lover or simply a friend, maybe even a sister or a brother. I don't fucking know, but I try to say stuff like, "Oh, I think this is what's going on," and then they get all the vibes and the feels, and that's the whole fucking point. It's just for the fun of it. It's just for the fun of it. And it is kind of scary sometimes, though, because despite everything that I've seen from tarot cards, and especially for the readings that I give myself, like they're so accurate and on point. Lisa, everybody gets a free question. So if you only have one question in mind, you don't have to really donate because everybody gets a free one. I'm just saying. Unless you have more than one question. I'm just saying, if there's only one thing that you're like curious about, you don't actually have to donate. I'm just saying. All right. Was I just talking about something? What was I just talking about? No clue. I'm Alicia. Please, may I ask, what's coming to me in love commitment? I'm a Pisces. Okay, let me see. I mean, Lisa, what, this is so interesting. I have two knight cards, one upright, one in reverse, and then I have the nine of pentacles in reverse. Look at these cards. This is so interesting. I've never seen this before. I mean, clearly, there's the message I have for you is about speed, SPEED, speed. I mean, clearly, all three of these cards talk about that. I would just say slow it down. That's my message for you. I'm not sure what you're expecting. And the truth is, I don't really see much happening in the near future in terms of your love life. But I feel like that shouldn't be your concern right now. You got to slow it down. Um, like, although I can actually see from this reading, you should be focusing on money right now. Because something tells me that your money situation is a little bit rocky, or it's not quite what you want it to be. So I think you need to focus more on jobs, career, money coming in. That should be where your main focus is. But in terms of your love life, just slow it way down. Um, okay. But although, you know what that also tells me is that you're putting too much of your concern into it. Yeah. Don't see love as some kind of super serious thing that you have to like be worried about. You know, you see a cute guy, be like, "Ooh, cute guy, 10 o'clock," or something. You know, like just make it take it lightly, make it a joke. You know, don't be so serious about stuff, and I think you'll end up finding someone good. Um, when it comes to your love life, just take it lightly and don't take it seriously. And I think if you have an easy breezy attitude, then um, you'll find something good. Okay, moving on. Hey, mom. Oh shit. Okay. How will my career be after 2027? Well, mom, I think things will just be starting. The Ace of Cups just flew out of the deck. But that's not the definite reading, so let me just pull some cards. How will my career be after 2027? Oh, and the Ace of Cups came out again after I pulled the cards. Um, I mean, I think it's going to be very good in terms of money. Um, the money's going to be very good, but you know, you have to take it easy, Imam. I think you read into things way too much, and you know, like sometimes a job doesn't have to be something you're in love with. It can be something that you know is tolerable and makes you great money. Um, you know, I mean, I'm just saying, like sometimes a job is just a job, but it's so worth it because it gives you all of this money that you can have fun with. Um, anyway, that's my reading for you. But to answer your question, things will be very good. Because look at this. You got the Sun card. And a couple in reverse, but they're a lot smaller. Anyway. Marvelous. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make more alcohol. I'm gonna go make another drink. I'll be right back. And we're back. Chumba, thank you. I mean, I don't know. Easter, I mean, I'm not Christian. For me, my spirituality is the whole like witchy thing with, the spirits and the candles and crystals and incense and herbs and all that. I eat that shit up. So that's kind of my thing. I'm not even Christian, so I don't really celebrate Easter, I suppose, but it's really just an excuse for me to get my dad in my apartment so we can have dinner and have fun together. That's it. I don't really like believe in Jesus. I don't. I mean, he might have been real. I suppose anything's possible, but like, I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? How should I know? I'm gonna like devote my life to Jesus and that because someone told me he was real. Like that seems crazy to me. I just don't know. So Anyway, let me show you my crystals. I have this one, little amethyst. The color is so pretty, but you can't really see it in the camera. It just looks really dark in the camera. It's this gorgeous purple color. Ugh, to die for. It's funny when you're holding a crystal in your hand to think about how old it is. Because this crystal once did not exist. It used to be something else. But then God became a crystal so long ago. It's crazy. If anybody wants to ask a question that hasn't yet, feel free to ask. Everybody gets a free one. Hey, Vrinda, what's coming ahead in my love life? Let me see. What's coming ahead in my love life? I mean, Vrinda, I'm. I don't see much happening, but you need to work on your confidence. Something tells me, oh, all this smoke. Um, Something tells me that you really need to work on your confidence, and I think you need to start asking other people out. Um, I don't know. Something's not quite right here. Um, I mean, I think if you continue on the same path, I wouldn't expect much to happen in your love life. I think you need to become more confident You are beautiful. You are smart. You are valuable. Like all these good things. And don't be afraid to make the first move. You can handle anything. Okay. Hi, Sizu. Does Jose like me more than just a friend? Okay, let me see. So Sizu, when it comes to Jose, huh? I think he's thought about it, but huh? For some reason, he thinks it would be the wrong thing to do. So I'm not quite sure what that means. Um, I mean, with this card, he's clearly thought about you as more than a friend, but or he's liked you more than just a friend. But these other two cards, he's never gonna pursue you like that. So anyway, I don't know. There's something keeping him from doing it, and he has a reason. Anyway, moving on. How do you know him? I mean, I answered your question. So, I mean, hmm. Because I think he actually does like you more than a friend, but there's some reason that he's not going to do something. Or there's a reason that he's not going to do anything about it. He's your best friend. Huh. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I don't know. I think you know, let me put it this way. I would just forget about it. You know, if he's your best friend, enjoy the friendship, but don't expect anything to come out of it, and or anything romantic anyway. Um, Actually, let me put it this way: you two are just meant to be friends. You're just meant to be friends, and you're clearly very good friends. So that's fantastic. Jose is going to be in your life forever. You two are just like vinegar and oil. You just go together. Okay, moving on. You're welcome. Hey, Margaret. Hello, good morning. Now that I have told TJ what I told him, will he give me the divorce in within 6 months? Okay. Okay, Margaret, everything is going to go your way. Um, I see some very big energy. Everything is going to go your way. So, I mean, whatever that means to you. Based on these cards, I think that you're thinking way too much about, because this could go many ways. And you're thinking way too much about that. Just know in your heart that you're going to get what you want and then some. Um, anyway, but the outcome is going to exceed even what you were hoping for. Let me put it that way. Okay, moving on. You're welcome. The sun is out. The sun is shining. I can't wait to plant my seeds. I've already planted my kale because I know that does very well in cold temperatures. Because we're like halfway through April, and I'm not going to feel totally comfortable with planting my seeds until the very beginning of May. So I have like 2 more weeks until I'll start planting the rest of my seeds. But the kale, I was like, it'll be fine. Even if it gets cold out again, it'll still be fine. But in about 2 more weeks, that should be perfect to start planting all my other seeds. So I'm really excited. And I'm really going to take good care of my garden this year. I really am. My balcony garden. Last year, I was terrible with it. I hardly ever watered anything, and nothing ever did anything. And but this year, it's going to be different. You know what I just thought about? Has anybody ever seen that movie Jumanji? I thought about that because I was just rocking my leg back and forth, and the back of my chair was like bumping on something, and it sounded like a heartbeat, and it made me think of the movie Jumanji. Um, Hi, Tracy. Well, Tracy, if you want to ask a question for free, you can. So I don't think you've asked anything in this live stream yet, have you? I don't think so. Um, so Tracy, I think you need to forget about Peter. Um, I don't, I, I don't think he has very good intentions. And I'm not saying he's like the worst person in the world, but he's just, what do you call it? Like, he's messy. You said he plays little games. I get that. But, you know, I think that, um, I think you should forget about him. I mean, look at the cards I'm looking at. I have two major cards in reverse, and then the Ace of Swords upright. Um, I don't think he's not gonna do the right thing by you. And anyway, I mean, I don't know. All I can say is I would just be careful of him. You know, if he's shown back up, you know, wonderful, lovely, but just be careful, because I think this is gonna end up hurting you. And I think at one point there was something written down, whether in a message or a letter, that was very hurtful. And I would, I mean, just think about that. All right, moving on. Kind of have to pee again. I'm getting a little drunk. Ugh, gonna have to sleep it off. Okay, well, so I let me think. I think I'm going to go now. Um, I've had fun doing this, but I have to pee, and also I'm kind of getting drunk, and I think it's time for me to take a nap. And thank you all for coming. And I don't know. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. I'll probably be live again tomorrow morning, or maybe at the very least Sunday morning. All right. Bye.